Yeah. A victory for women's sports as a federal judge in Kentucky is blocking the Biden administration's efforts to redefine Title IX at schools all across our country. The student athlete behind the lawsuit, Adaleia Cross, writing in a Fox News op-ed, the fact that males are participating in our sports takes all the fun out of competing. Not only does it make us feel unsafe, but the older we get, the more obvious it becomes that they're going to beat us. The records, the medals, and the opportunities will be going to them. Adeleia's parents, Holden and Abigail Cross, and their attorney, Matt Sharp, join us now. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you for coming on. Abigail and Holden, I'll start with y'all. Tell us what your daughter's story is. I know she runs track, high school in West Virginia, but tell us what happened to her.
So unfortunately, our daughter was forced to compete against a male student in her 7th and 8th grade track years. So, not only was she competing against this person, but she was also sharing a locker room, and as time went on, she eventually lost her spot to this male on the track team. And then not only that, she was also sexually harassed inside the locker room from this biological male student.
Wow, Abigail, our jobs as parents to protect them. So when she came home and told you this, how did you feel?
It was just heartbreaking to watch over the, few weeks and months that this was building up, and then to hear, about the sexual harassment was just heartbreaking. Like you said, as parents, we want to do everything we can to protect our daughters and not allow, anything like this to happen.
Mm-hmm. Did the school do anything about the vulgar comments?
Unfortunately, when we originally reached out to them, no, we didn't receive a response.
Matt, how did you feel about this ruling?
Yeah, well, we were very excited about the ruling. This is a colossal win, not only for students like Adaleia, but for every young woman and girl across the country that wants fairness on the playing field, that doesn't want a man coming into their locker room or restroom, or even students and teachers that don't want to be forced to use inaccurate names and pronouns. This Biden rule was unlawful the day it was written, and we're glad to see this federal court recognize that nationwide, the Biden administration and no future administration can enforce this rule against any student anywhere.
Matt, will this stick, and does this affect at the college level too?
Yes, it does. This Title IX rule applied from K-12 all the way to college. We've seen how time and time again, courts looking at this issue have found that this rule was unlawful, that it violated free speech and parental rights and privacy and safety of young girls. And so we're hopeful that other courts are going to follow this court's lead and make sure that this rule stays dead and doesn't try and come back alive.
All right. Well, Abigail and Holden, how did she respond to this, and what kind of a reaction is she getting at school?
She was excited. She was excited, hopeful. It made us feel hopeful. Our kids are out on a snow day right now, so they haven't been back to school for quite some time. But, we're hoping that she's with overwhelming positivity again.
What is she like as a person? I mean, 15 years old. I don't know if I would have been brave enough to stand up to anybody else at that age.
Yeah, we're extremely proud of her. I mean, she's such a brave, smart girl, so we're really proud of her. We know a lot of adults won't even stand up to this issue. And for a 15-year-old girl to come forward and do this, we're really impressed just by her as a person. It speaks volumes to what she is.
Well, we've interviewed so many women, and many of them have said that they voted for Donald Trump for this reason alone, because they want sports to be fair and they don't want to worry about being in danger or being in a locker room with someone who's biologically a male. So God bless you. Thank you so much for coming on. We wish you the best.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you.